Eagles. We have today, all the way from Colombia, all three guys from Witchtrap. So 2 OG guys, the brothers. So Carlos, right?
Yeah.
What's the stage guy name? Tough guy name? He's Witchhammer, right?
Yeah. My nickname is Burning Axe Ripper.
Burning Axe Ripper.
Ripper, yeah.
And they got Hugo, and he's Witchhammer, right?
Yeah. The drunken guy.
The drunken guy?
Yeah, Witchhammer.
So your heavy drinkers is after you, huh?
All the time.
And all the time?
All the time. Absolutely.
And then the most recent addition.
Huh? Edison.
Edison.
Okay. Yeah, on bass.
This in Force. Yeah. Force.
Okay. Yeah. So, how's the U.S. treating you guys? First time in NDF, and you've been here in the U.S. a few times.
Yeah, it's our first time right here. Yeah, we are so happy. All the expectations were more than we were expecting for. Yeah.
Would you say this is like the best U.S. show you guys have played out of the U.S.?
No, I think we have been touring like 4 times, maybe 5, but I have a special show in LA in 2013 when we were like more than 1,000 people there.
Okay.
And it was very amazing, being a Colombian band and having a crowd that more than 1,000 people there. It was so fucking crazy. But it doesn't mean all shows have been great for us. We had never expected in our lives playing metal music that we have crowd in every countries and especially in the States. So every show for us is really great. Yeah.
You being the front man, Carlo, what do you think of NDF? Like, what do you think? It was good for you guys?
Yeah, it was amazing. There's always some kind of like something that you didn't expect, everybody's going to happen when you less expect that, but I think everything fixed. Everyone went very good. I didn't expect that people were having so much fun when we were playing, and the support was, it was just, it blew my mind, and the sound was very good. I saw a lot of people singing our songs. It was amazing. Yeah.
Now, which one's older, you or Hugo?
My brother is older.
He's older. Yeah. Okay. One thing that always struck me as a little odd when I looked it up, I didn't realize you guys are like in your 50s, and so when Hell's Headbangers working with Witchtrap was on No Anesthesia, was that 06? No Anesthesia, what year was that?
2006.
So going on 20 years, been working with Witchtrap, but you had the Witching Metal, the Sorcerer's Mist before that, so very early 2000s.
Yeah.
My question is you guys being in your 50s, why did it take you so long to start a band until the year 2000? Because as old as you are, some of the bands came from the 80s. Like, why so late to start a band? Like, you guys are well into your 30s by now.
In Colombia, things are very different. You can say, things are harder. When we were young kids, it was not easy to have an electric guitar or to have a drum kit or something like that. Very few people in Medellin had access to buying good instruments or something,
Instruments and gear.
We started playing Deathmetal when we first had access to an electric guitar and very homemade drum kit, and we started playing Deathmetal. It took some time when we just realized we wanted to play thrash metal. So I think, maybe you can see that a lot of time passed until Witching Metal was out, but to us, I think it's just the normal timing for things to happen in a country like Colombia.
And then
it's about resources, economical resources, and we have to borrow instruments and gears to get into a studio to record, and that's why we started the idea to fix our home studio and that's why we have to save a lot of money to fix our stuff, to record some stuff.
In Colombia, you don't have something like
Yeah.
Guitar Center.
Yeah.
You don't have something like that in Colombia, you know. And back in the 90s,
Especially in the 90s, yeah.
just like one guitar shop in the whole city. Or
So you had to almost be rich and almost have stuff imported if you were going to buy
back in the day,
instruments.
Back in the, yeah.
Yeah. Which, when you guys put out Witching Metal, though, was it intentional? Like, hey, we're going to be like just a Sodom ripoff band? Or are you afraid of that, just especially with the title? And it was obvious that early Sodom was an influence. Did you guys, was that super intentional? And you're like, I don't care? Or did it ever concern you? Like some people are like, oh, this is a total Sodom ripoff.
I think it's something like influences and sometimes that we want to do. I mean, it's obviously we sound like Venom, Destruction, Sodom, and Creator early days, but actually our influences are heavy metal stuff. Something like.
Eric asked me to ask you a question at some point when we have time.
Okay.
So we want to play something like early Raven, Tanker, Motorhead, Metallica early days, and all this inspiration make us sound similar than early German stuff. And of course, we are influencing Sodom. I'm not going to say no, but the result of the production of this album, especially Witching Metal, is because we don't have enough knowledge of production. We are waiting to get mature our idea what we want to do, but actually the songs are the same we are doing right now. So I think Sodom has a lot of influence in the first EP, in the Sign of Evil, but we don't want to replay the same songs, the same style.
No. Now, which one of you guys writes the lyrics?
Actually, in the beginning, we share the composition of the lyrics. Right now, we do it separate and fix some stuff.
The reason I ask is I noticed
He writes pretty good.
because what I noticed, especially after Sorcerer's Bitch, so pretty much on No Anesthesia, but especially after that, you guys kind of got away from the more like darker satanic themes, and you started to go more like.
No, actually, I mean, the earlier stuff was a bit more like a raw, you know. Right now, it's a little more polished. Can I say that? But it's still very dark. I mean,
Yeah, but you guys got songs like Heavy Drinkers and stuff like that, which is more of kind of like a, I don't know.
we're having fun and all that, you know.
yeah.
But still, we had songs like fucking, I don't know,
Queen of Hell, for example.
Queen of Hell, or Winds of War, or
Lemmy,
Trap the Witch.
Disciple
The
of
Witch.
Death. We have a lot of stuff to talk,
Yeah.
but we want to talk about metal in all ways. We love dark, we love satanic, we love metal stuff, something like Lemmy, something like Metal Mania, and we took all this spectrum of all the things we have in metal to express. We don't want to focus only on one stuff, but we want to talk something about politics or stuff like that. We think metal is more individualism and the dark desires, dark thoughts, and we put it in our lyrics in a poetic way, so it works.
Yeah.
And that's what we love to do.
Now with the addition of you guys' new bass player, it seems like, I mean, obviously you guys being brothers, it's easy for you to just do the band, but you guys been cycling out bass players. Why? What did he bring to the table that like why was he the go-to guy? You know what I mean? Like, what's the what do you feel he attributes now? Maybe past members didn't, I guess.
Okay, we have gotten 3 bass players in the band. The first one have some accident because
No, he was a victim of a terrorist attack.
terrorism attack.
Okay.
In Colombia a lot of years ago. He didn't record anything with us. Second bass player,
Dark
he recorded
Moon
Witching Metal
and
Sorcerer's
Sorcerer's
Bitch. was out of the band after that, and now with Edison, I think he fits very well, very well in the band. Not just because he's an excellent musician, but because he's been friends with us since we were in our teenagers.
Also, yeah, so I was going to ask you, like you, that is like you were already listening to Witchtrap before you were in the band. Like you knew it, you liked the albums, already a fan of the band before even joining.
Before
Joining the band.
he started with us playing in Dark Millennium.
Oh, okay.
He was the second guitar player.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So
as a matter of
in
fact,
some time he dedicated to studies and at the university, but we changed in that time. At the same time, changed to play thrash metal. And when we have to left Dark Moon, we thought in the first time to him, because we have same taste in music, and he's a good friend of us for long ago. We have been friends like 38 years ago.
So you say age 50 as well? Like
Yeah, we are the same age.
Okay, same age, yeah.
Yeah, we know around 15 years old.
Yeah.
Do you find that weird? Because like, you guys, like I said, you started later, but you're the age of the bands. Like, you guys are all the same age, right?
Yeah.
But you know those older bands, I can't think of someone off the top of my head, but they reunite, and they get a new guy, and it's like, you're playing in the band, like, you weren't even alive when that record came out. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, they'll get like one or two original guys, and it'll be like a 22-year-old kid.
Okay.
It's kind of like, I mean, I guess you take what you get, but it's you know what I mean? It's I don't know, I just think it looks better like with what you guys got. You're all the same age, like, I don't know. It just looks, But when you see this 22-year-old on stage, it's like, that album came out in 85, your parents weren't even fucking yet.
I think ages have changed the metal scene around the world. So when I saw young guys listen to metal, and especially 80s stuff, they don't have the same feeling we have. I respect that. They are so passionate, even more than we are. But it's not the same feeling about music, about how to feel metal as we feel in 80s and 90s. But actually we don't have any special idea to include in Witchtrap young or old people. We don't have problem with that. But Edison is our friend, and he's a good musician, really good musician.
But to me, it doesn't look good to have a band, for example, let's say Black Sabbath, and then Bill Ward is out of the band, and you have like an 80.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't look good.
That's what I was,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
it.
saying, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for example, I don't know, like let's say Sodom did that, and they got a 22-year-old kid. I'm not ragging on it, I just think it just looks weird to me on stage.
Yeah, it loses strength. I think.
Yeah. Which one of you guys, I read it and it was in a zine. I thought it was hilarious. 'Cause it was very on par. No, it was very on par. It was either you or your brother. I can't remember who said it, but it's very similar to what I think. 'Cause the last Slayer record I like is Rain and Blood. And one of you said, which one was it? I think you said the last record you liked too was Rain and Blood. You're like, and after that, Tom O'Ryan was bad. He was singing like a rapper.
I am.
Oh yeah.
Who was that? Which one?
I think I've been thinking about that since I think after. I mean, in South of Heaven, I think he's singing a bit more like hardcore or something like that. But in Season in the Abyss and the other albums, he's rapping.
It's funny because their 90s album at Diabolus and Musica, I've made fun of that on my channel. I'm like, there's this total rap in it, and people are like, what are you talking about? And you guys came to my mind. I'm like, well, you think my take is outlandish? They were going before that.
Yeah.
I was like, they were saying exactly like right after South. I was like, I didn't even go that far. But that's why I thought it was so funny. I was like, yeah, dude, Tom Araya is literally rapping. Like,
In sometimes many old bands from 80s, they start to sing like making some noise, like sounds like rap, you know, and I try to understand
I
why
think
they
other
do
bands
it.
are copying that.
Yeah, too many bands.
So what's
Other than Slayer.
So the last Slayer record you like as well is Rain and Blood?
Obviously we
I
love.
think South of Heaven is kind of good.
Yeah.
It brings very good memories to me, and even Season. But the really last good record from Slayer to me is Raining Blood.
Yeah.
Raining Blood, yeah, absolutely.
So you,
The-
what-
even many people in Colombia, the people is like we are age old sort of guys. We thought in 80s that Slayer became to a hardcore band, and some people I have heard many friends from us that says Raining Blood is hardcore stuff, and we thought the same at that time. But actually, it's a great record, of course. But for me, Slayer is Show No Mercy and Mellow Weights,
Yeah.
and some stuff from Raining Blood.
Yeah. Now, is there
It's
like,
weird.
for example, you and your brother mostly agree on Slayer. Is there any, you guys growing up,
Yeah.
is there any bands, albums, and stuff you grew up on that you guys disagreed on and like
Yeah.
argue about?
Yeah.
And if so, like, what were some examples? Like maybe you like it, he doesn't, and vice versa.
Yeah.
What are some examples? Like, do you have any?
Nah, I don't know what to say.
What's something he likes that you think sucks? I'm curious what an example would be for you.
I can find something, but not something.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't know how to pronounce carnivore.
Carnivore?
I don't like it at
Oh,
all.
really?
At all.
Uh-huh.
He likes it very much. The first record.
Yeah.
Especially the first album.
First sounds the best. I
Second,
agree.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like
People make fun of me on that too because I like both records, but people are like, what do you mean? How can you even pick a best one? They're both equally as good. I'm like, the first one's definitely better, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, it's not even a fucking question.
it.
So,
But you know, each one can have their own taste in music, and I respect that. We respect that. But I'm so class-minded in metal music.
what about S? Is he like Carnivore?
Carnivore, yeah.
You like Carnivore?
Carnivore.
Both
Carnivore.
albums or first album only?
First album.
Okay.
Retaliation, I don't like so much.
Okay.
It's weird, but it's
So no typo negative for you, huh?
first album too.
Oh, first album too? Okay, okay.
Haunted,
like-
Haunted.
I didn't like it.
I don't understand the charm that Peter Steele has. I don't understand.
Yeah, typo negative for me. I always grew up. I just thought that was a chick band.
The
I thought
Haunted
that was
is the
for
first
girls.
album, right?
That's what I always thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys like any of the like death metal stuff in the 90s? Or?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Because I just picture you as like an 80s guys. Like I just see as like what you like Deicide and Cannibal Corpse and shit like that.
Of course, we like Obituary, Unleashed, In Tune. Of
Morbid
course,
Angel.
Grave.
Morbid Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We love a lot of death metal stuff. Even I like some black metal stuff from 80s. From 90s.
Yeah. Like what black metal you like?
Dark Throne, Immortal, Samael, Gorgoroth, early Emperor, very early Emperor, and you know. Sorry, I forgot it.
Oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, but because I just pictured you guys strictly as 80s, and I thought it was really cool too. It's funny, a lot of people watching this, even some that know the band now, maybe own the last record or two, probably aren't aware of this because I look back, you reminded me of it, the 12-inch maxi we put out that has the, you guys covered Running Wild's, Victim of State's Power.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about that, because I've always said that's my favorite album to come out of Germany.
Absolutely.
And most people, they always bring up Sodom or Destruction and Creator. I'm like, of course, everybody brings that up. But I can't think of any band, especially at that time, that covered Running Wild. I'm sure there was somebody, maybe a power metal band I don't know about, but it was like, oh, fucking finally, someone knows what's up.
I told you before, we are fans of heavy metal stuff. More than thrash, I think. I don't know about the Edison, but I love heavy metal stuff. And our influences are heavy metal. That's why we record Running Wild, Exciter, and Tyrant, and Warren from Germany too. So maybe people were expecting that we record some early stuff from thrash metal, but actually we want to record covers of heavy metal bands.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you have a cutoff for Running Wild? Because they drastically changed too. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what's the last record you liked?
but I love it.
No, what's the last album by them that you liked?
The last album,
Yeah, by Running Wild. Like,
Port Royal, maybe. Or
Port Royal.
oh, so you looked okay. So you looked
Yeah,
I think under Jolly Roger, Last record. The others are good. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Running Wild is a very good band.
Yeah, for
But the
real.
ones I love are from the very beginning to Under Jolly Roger.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the pirate stuff is very good. You know, very cool, but it's not to me.
Has Running Wild ever come to Colombia?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Because I've never seen them either in the U.S. I mean, yeah. Because I don't know what the deal is with them, but they can't get over here. It's hard because even like a fest like this, you would think would have happened, but I've never seen them. You know.
As I know that they don't play too much songs from the early days, I wouldn't be very interested in going and see them. So
Agreed. If that's the case, yes. I don't want them to play early stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
How is the when you go down to Colombia? Like, do you guys get a lot of good bands that come down there? I mean, occasionally, I'm sure you get the bigger bands, but
Absolutely. There are too many bands. More than you can expect. More than you can
most
expect.
of them are very good.
What?
Most of them are very good bands.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
of the bands that coming from Colombia are good. I'm saying.
Yeah.
There are too many bands to mention. Bands such as Schizophrenia, Savage Aggression, of course Nightmare, the band we were playing. I don't know, Revenge, it's a speed metal band. Athanator is a very old band too. Reincarnation, of course. Sobi was from Bogota. They have gotten a lot of problems right now because the name,
Okay.
you know, political correct, so shit like that. But Perpetual Warfare, they have been playing and touring in the States.
And the
Actually,
black metal and the black metal bands from Colombia are very famous too here in America, and I think Germany, Europe too. It's like help me a little bit with the black metal bands.
Which band?
La
What do you
banda-
mean?
La banda de Checho, por ejemplo.
Nevirus.
Okay.
Guerrero de
Yeah.
Lucifer. This is a very known band right now.
Infernal,
And they are,
Infernal from Medellin. You know, a lot of bands from Colombia playing black
yeah,
metal.
we have a lot of
Very
metal
good
bands. Absolutely.
So, like, when you guys play, are you considered one of the more, for Colombian bands, let's say you're playing just a local city or close by city, are you usually one of the headliners, or there's bands you're always, when you're going to play your own country, are you more willing to play as a headliner or open up for, let's say, Incantation or something that comes down from the U.S.? Like, are you just like, is it kind of pointless for you guys to play Colombia at this point because they know who you are, or?
It depends. I mean, if you are playing with a big band, they help us a lot to get more recognition.
Yeah.
But actually, we have no problem to open the show or being a headliner. For us, it's the same. We have to play and get the people that don't know about Witchtrap. We have to catch them and hold them to our sound, our music. But actually, we don't find it like a competition against any other band. We don't have that in mind. We just want to go make our show, to show our energy on the stage. Even if we make some mistakes, no problem.
Yeah.
We enjoy the show and make the people get energy and explode all their stress and stuff that you got from the old days.
Yeah.
You know, working, study, and becoming in the show like crazy, feeling the music and show all their rage against this fucking world. This is real Witchtrap.
You guys ever played out there with Toxic Holocaust? Ever come?
Yeah.
So what's your take on Toxic Holocaust? You know, 2000's Thrash band, and you know, obviously very popular now.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, again with these kids out of the loop and stuff, if you like Toxic Holocaust, you should at least check out Witchtrap. It's like up your alley. You might
Yeah,
come
yeah.
but a lot of them they don't even know who the band is. What do you feel about that? A band like Toxic Holocaust kind of blowing up, but you guys playing the same old school 80s, you know, satanic type thrash, I guess you want to call it that, and they don't get the.
We want to keep doing what we are doing, no matter what. If Toxic Holocaust or whatever band you want to mention, I respect them and I love them. I like their music, but if we could get a step forward in our career, we are open to do it. But in the place we are now, we are feeling good.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in forward, to increase our knowledge around there in the metal scene, is okay. I think we are too late to be famous like Slayer.
Right, yeah, I think that.
But
well, maybe
but,
Toxic Holocaust.
but
is nice.
it's great to be like kinda king
Yeah.
in the underground scene. It's
Yeah, yeah.
okay for us,
Yeah.
and we love it. We love it. We really love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What is for each? You guys got a. It's funny because it's just like I remember when the band first started, and now you got quite a few releases. Now the question will go for each one of you guys. Which record is each one of your favorites? Like you're the most proud of? Like not the one that's sold the best or the fan favorite. Which one
About
of-
Witchtrap.
What's that?
About Witchtrap.
Yeah, yeah. What's your personal favorite?
My personal favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to talk about the most sale or
That's
perfect,
what you like. Yeah.
but the most I like is Vengeance is my name.
Okay. And what about S? And like, what would you say your favorite if you had to pick one?
It's not easy, it's a not easy decision because I
Rough
love all the whole albums. I have a special love for No Anesthesia because it was the first album
here
where
we
I
go.
recorded.
Yeah.
So that has a significant, special. Huh?
Special meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But musically, maybe Vengeance is my name.
Okay.
Musically, but in my heart, maybe No Anesthesia.
Yeah. No, I get it. What about you? So far, none of you said mine.
What's yours?
I'm going to say something that somebody could say that every band says the same.
It's always the new album.
Yeah, the new
Everyone
album.
says it. Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm going to say that. To me, it's like the last album because I think it was the album where we expressed the real nature of the band. We are the hard rockers. We are heavy metal maniacs. We are speed metal motherfuckers.
And we are evil.
And you can find all that in that record. So yeah, Hungry as the Beast is my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, it's my favorite. Sorcerer's Bitch.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, but that's the first one I heard. That was before.
The first one?
That was the first. Yeah.
Oh,
We got
wow.
it from which label put out the first? It was the LPs. We got them in stock at Hell's. Which was the first label that put it out? So we repressed it.
We produced with a guy, Victor Torres from Utterly Somber Creations.
Okay. We
And Hell Attacks from Cali, Colombia.
Yeah, we got it, and I loved it since it was so raw and ugly and satanic sounding, but yet catchy, memorable. And even like I guess your ballad song, "Dead of the Night," things are great.
Oh, yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, to this day, that's definitely my favorite thing in the catalog. And honestly, I've said on my channel, that you probably don't watch, I think of the 2000's Thrash era. My favorite Thrash albums come out of the 2000's is Toxic Holocaust, Evil Never Dies,
Okay.
Witchtrap, Sorcerer's Bitch, and Evil Army. I think those are the three best 2000's Thrash albums. Evil Army, Evil Self-Titled.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my favorite three, like of the 2000s, like Thrash is back.
Yeah.
Those are always my three favorites.
Oh, man. Thank
So
you.
you're one of them.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
You like Chase
You
more,
Lerman
though.
is a great band.
You like Chase coming to Colombia more though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
You said I gotta come down to Colombia too.
You have to be there too.
I'm not gonna get kidnapped and killed though. And shot for ransom, am I?
No.
Did they try to?
It's a kind of myth that
So that doesn't.
you know, TV news and news they speak a lot of shit because they increase the real thing that's happening. Of course, we are living in a violent times right now, as early 90s. But actually, you can be in the cities and walking around and having fun. Obviously, you have to take care of some places, like every city around the world.
Yeah.
But actually, being in Colombia is great. Yeah, you can be there and walking around, and having fun, drink beers.
But it would be fun for a white boy that doesn't speak, but that only speaks English. Say he'd be okay.
Few people speak English right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, few people. But
I mean, if you go to Sweden, everybody speaks English.
Okay.
If you go to Finland, everybody speaks English.
Yeah.
But in Colombia, it's like, I don't know, maybe 5% of the population.
maybe.
Or
Did
even
you guys
less.
were you guys forced to learn it in school, or it was
I was at the college.
so you volunteered for it to learn, like you wanted to?
No, I went to the college and studied languages.
Okay.
He's a
Mainly
translator.
English, right? But I mean, in school, in high school or something, you're supposed to study English, but nobody learns anything, you know. And that's it.
Well, then how did you learn? Hugo? He went to.
No.
How did you?
I learned. The few English I speak is because I have learned because by band.
He's been forced by the band to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spoke it before him.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
And he speaks
Edison,
pretty good.
He seems like he speaks the least.
No,
No.
no.
He doesn't speak the least English.
I think don't speak English. I try to speak English.
Oh, no, I said out of
no.
three of you, I think Edison he speaks the least of them. Is that right?
He can support.
Okay.
I can keep a conversation with
And so
anyone.
where did you?
I have to think too much to speak, but
Yeah.
I understand. So
So then, how did you learn? Because he said most of the country don't speak it.
Yeah.
He went to university. He was forced to learn. How and why did you learn if most of the people in the country don't
in the
speak
college, listening to music, traducing songs. When
This is the way
I
you
had
have it. Yeah.
a young, I took the songs and a dictionary, and I traduced it.
Translated.
And in the university, I studied too, but not like a career. We received some classes in the university, but to be honest, the most of English I speak is because the music. It's because I traduce the songs and listen and that things
Now,
like that.
if you watch an American movie, like an American-made movie, will you watch it in English or?
Podría verlo pero en inglés.
I watch it with subtitles,
Okay.
and I try to understand what they are speaking. I
You
try
do?
to understand.
You do the same?
Yeah, no. I can see it.
So you just put it in English?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't understand, but sometimes, but I can understand it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you guys are on. What's it been a year since the new album's been out? About a year, right? The new album's been out 1 year now.
No.
Less than a year? It's about a year now, right?
Sorry, what's that?
The new record's been out for about a year now.
Yeah,
right?
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, seems like you guys are like, I don't know, you gotta just do this to the day you die, and like, because I asked, when I interviewed like Glenn Benn and Deicide and Corpse Grinder, it's kind of weird asking you guys that, because like I said, you started 2000s, but again, you're like their age. So are you just gonna do this until you're, basically you're gonna pull a Lemmy? Are you gonna do it until the day you die?
I love Lemmy.
Huh?
I love Lemmy.
That's what I'm saying. So you're gonna do it till the day you die, like he did? Is that the plan, or you got like maybe I'll do 1 or 2 more records and retire, or?
I don't know. I think I want to play all the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So
I think we have to focus on what is happening right now.
Yeah.
If you start thinking that you are too old, or what are you going to do in 10
future is
years, or
insert,
something
you
like
know.
that.
Yeah.
But that thought hasn't entered your mind yet at all.
The only thing that I've been thinking about is like touring and traveling isn't that easy when you get older.
Yeah,
you know?
correct. Yeah.
So that's in my mind sometimes. But I love playing and I love making music. So I have to think about stopping it or something.
And as far as
Just
yourself,
if we can do a career playing and traveling around the world and making our lives playing music, we love it, of course.
where's somewhere you haven't been yet that you want to play? Like, have you ever played Australia or Japan?
The problem for Colombian people is actually for the visas.
Yeah.
And when you are coming to every country around the world, if you are Colombian, they say you have drugs, you're narcotraffic,
Or you're going
you are
to stay in the country.
drover,
Stay there,
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
But if if it doesn't happen, maybe we were touring around the world, and visas for Colombian people is really expensive. Last time we were going to play in London, but unfortunately my brother and Aison, they didn't get the visas for London.
Were rejected.
So we have to cancel the show in London and Spain. Actually, we can play in Europe without visas, but our first entrance was to London, so we have to cancel. That's why we have some issues to be in Australia, Japan, Asia.
You've never been to Australia, Japan, ever?
No, we have been never, but we love it. But we have to. If you have to get visas from Australia, it's really expensive, and the flights from Colombia is fucking expensive too. So we have trying to find a way to make it happen. And year by year, I find some ways to make it happen. So that's why we have traveling in Europe and North America. And we will see what happens in the future. You never know. You know?
Yeah, of course, yeah, you would think eventually in one of those countries, Australia or something, that some promoter or label or fan.
We have gotten a lot of invitations to play there, even in Singapore and Japan too. But it depends of the visas and all this shit about political immigration and stuff.
Yeah. Sounds like it's harder for you to get over there than it is America, because you've been here a few times now.
We have been in America because a friend of Bogota, Colombia, that lives in New York and helped us a lot to get our visas, and that's why we have been there right here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He was our first tour manager.
Yeah, he was our very first tour manager. And we want to say hello to Cesar.
It's easier for us, but the most important thing is that Colombia and America are very close, you know, to each other. So flights are not as expensive as going to Australia or something like that.
Yeah. Well, is there anything, guys, that I haven't brought up that you want to talk about, bring up, shout out, advertise? Anything that I didn't mention that any one of you would like to mention?
Yeah. I want to mention to Cesar, the friends he helped us to be playing here in the States. And Cesar, muchas gracias. And hello to my mother and my girlfriend. And Carmen, see you. Jason.
Saludo.
Sí.
This is fucking saying hello to everybody.
I have to say
hello, everybody. Have fun.
Yeah. Keep listen to metal and be loyal to metal.
And Edison's got nothing to say.
thanks for the support.
All right, well, hey, honey, Lindsay, sign this out. Cameraman signing out. Later, goddammit.